But then we got to San Francisco Pride, and my younger sister, she's still in high school, so she can still get her phone taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened back at home, and she got her phone taken, and my mom went through her text messages.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
In those text messages, she saw something along the lines that I was in San Francisco with my girlfriend.
Oh
And my
gosh.
mom, she already knew that Pride was going on in San Francisco. Like,
Yeah.
everybody knew.
Yeah.
So I got a phone call while we were in San Francisco, and my mom, she's just crying, and she's like, you're gay, and she's just like, I kind of don't remember exactly what she was saying, but I do remember like being in the Uber on my way to like a party, and she's like crying, and she's like trying to have this deep conversation, and I'm just like, you know what, like, I'm out here and I'm just really trying to enjoy my life right now.
Wow.
And we can talk about it when I get back.
So was she like hysterical on the phone, or was she just...
She wasn't like super hysterical, but she was crying.
Wow.
Yeah. So
How did that mean? I mean, I'm sure you have an incredible ability to block things out by now, but
yeah.
that had to have had an impact on you, right? As you're trying to go also on the way to a party to like enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it did. So I remember like before we got off the phone, I told my mom, I was like, you know what, just don't tell my granny, like, don't tell her, let me tell her.
Because Granny also was even more like really, like your granny was really religious.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but me and my grandma, like, we were very close.
Yeah.
So in my head, like, I thought she would take it a little easier than my mom, but
Turned out.
that wasn't the case. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you telling me this about the relationship between you and your grandma, because she was so involved in your upbringing, right? And so involved in your childhood. And you actually, during this time, she lived in Long Beach, right?
She was picking us up as well. So we arrived back to the Union Station around like midnight. And my grandma, she came and picked us up. But I noticed that she was being she was off.
You knew.
She was off, yeah. I knew something was up. Like,
Oh, God.
I was like, just like, okay. I don't know, like, how is this going to go? But I knew that it wasn't going to be like a pleasant night. She ended up bringing out her Bible. Again, I don't remember what verse she was reading, but she was reading something, and I started laughing. I think I started laughing because it was just a way for me to, like,
deal
yeah,
deal with the emotions.
Yeah. So
I do that too. I'm like,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
And like even me and my mom, she jokes about like whenever I would get in trouble, I would just start laughing, and then she would start laughing, and then like, you know,
Oh
like,
my gosh,
it would just be funny. So I started laughing while she's like, you know, being serious and try to read me these Bible verses. And then from there, because I started laughing, she flipped out. She was like, you know what? Like, the devil is in you. So then she started talking to me as if I was the devil. Yeah, and she started swinging her Bible around, and I'm just like shocked at that point.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So she starts smacking you.
She wasn't physically smacking me, but she was like throwing the Bible, and I'm just there like, whoa. And she's like screaming like, get out, like at the top of her lungs. And she's like, get out. And I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, what? And like, I'm like, she's like kind of trying to push me out the door. And I'm just like, hold up, like, what's going on? So I'm like crying at this point.
This is also one of your favorite people in the entire world.
Exactly, yeah.
Is that he's yelling at you to get out, because she can't even be at the side of you for who you are.
Yeah, because, so I started laughing, and she it's like, she says I has, like, multiple demons in me, and, like, they're just laughing inside of me.
Oh my
And she's
gosh.
like, look, like, there they are, like, they're coming out, and I'm just like, so at this point, I'm just, like, scared, shocked, and I don't know what to do.
And you're still, again, this is your sophomore year, meaning you're, 20 years old?
Yeah, I was only 20.
Yeah.
20 or maybe even 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.